guy has zero experience. Joe, you're still running the department, just without the title, money, and prestige.
The whole reason for doing it mockumentary style was because I wanted to give it sort of a real feel to it, give it sort of like an office feel and make it more raw instead of like, you know, how they have the recorded versions where basically everyone's doing either you hear audience in the background, audience track in the background, or other things like that. I just thought it felt more real to have it that way, like a documentary. It makes the audience feel like they're with you on the journey.
You should do all the negotiation.
Oh, whatever you want, Stan.
This here is Joe.
You're fired.
I want that chair.
I mean, there are so many shows to reference, some of them which you wouldn't even think about. But, you know, everything from obviously The Office is the obvious thing, Parks and Recreation. There's a little bit of Abbott Elementary, obviously Entourage, things along those lines. But what I really wanted to do is not just make it other people's shows and just do strictly references to them, but try to make it my own. I really wanted, again, the whole reason why I specifically wanted the mockumentary style was because you're a little more loosey-goosey with the camera angles. You're able to like get the reactions more natural and make it feel more real in the scene.
I hate him. I hate him.
I hate him.
I guess I'm willing to try it out.
I just think we're all going to be getting along so well. And working with Tom over the years as an actor, one thing that I've noticed that Tom's always done and been down with, that I'm more impressed with him than so many other actors, is he's got no ego about his character. He's willing to play a character that's not perfect. He's willing to play a person who's either jealous or angry or, you know, a lot of flaws to them. And a lot of actors are like, no, I don't want to be seen in this light. But Tom's willing to go all in. And he was like, so let me get this straight. You want me to gain a belly, and you want me to get a mustache and have sideburns and this and that and everything like that? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, all right, because he's willing to play a different character each time. Whereas in Adverse, he got in shape. He had a six-pack on him. He was, you know, working out every day, all the time. He was in really good muscular shape. So to go from one to the other, because it's boring to play the same character over and over again.
This is Stan. He's the new head of our division.
I don't care.
So Brian and I had done our last film. It was entitled Adverse, that was released by Lionsgate, and I got to go head-to-head with Mickey Rourke. And it was a very serious film, a very dark, you know, twisted crime drama. And when Brian came to me and said, hey, we're going to do a mockumentary, it's going to be a comedy, I was like, wait, you don't do comedy. What are you talking about? Because we've done horror and drama and then so, but then of course, when he sent me the script, it was so good that I was like, oh, I guess you do comedy. So Brian, you know, wrote it, but then, you know, I once I saw what he was able to create as a writer, I knew that his talent as a director would follow in suit, because obviously he had a vision for the project. And, you know, and that's when he started talking to me about how he wanted me to change my look and gain some weight, which is, you know, it's funny. Like you see some of these comedians that are a little heavier, and when they're, you know, a little misshapen, they're a little funnier.